Hi guys, welcome to another Algorand video here. We're going to be going over some news first, just get the disclaimers out of the way. This is just opinion, educational pieces. This is not in fact financial advice. Moving on. So let's start with some cool news. This is an announcement here. If you go to the Algomint website this morning, you'll see that March 30th, they actually have announced that they are launching their DAO token, and that will be 6 days from now. They're going to call that Algomint. Very exciting stuff. The reason I wanted to draw attention to this is because this is going to tie into what the discussion for the rest of this video is going to be, carrying on with basically arbitrage strategies that we're doing here with Algorand. And if you have seen Go ETH or Go BTC before, those come from this. And I will briefly just go over what a wrapped token is. These are all, Algomint basically does wrapped tokens. So wrapped Bitcoin is essentially a cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, that was wrapped into this blockchain, and that was done through a smart contract. And this little piece down here, wrapped tokens can be thought of siblings of stable coins. What is a stable coin? So this is your Tether, your USDC. Stablecoin is a cryptocurrency that relies on a more stable asset as a basis for its value. This is going to be really important when we play into this. Stablecoins are used primarily for LP pools, and they're used to alleviate volatility, where you can at least know that there is one side of your pool that should have a relatively constant, stable, maintained value. That's really important. And basically, what we, and I'm going to tie into how I also find this ironic too, but I just want to go to this chart here. This is a chart from moneymetals.com. I'm bringing this chart up because I'll tell you guys my background. For the last decade, I've basically been, I originally got started in commodities and specifically precious metals. So I have a very long history here working with precious metals, understanding that market extremely well. And I believe that, you know, the more I found out about crypto, and especially in 2019 when I discovered Algorand, how blockchain itself and all of these things are actually very much it's digital. It's the digital decentralized version of gold. And I think that a lot of cryptocurrencies start with good intentions to do that, but obviously we're on an Algorand team here. Slight bias, apologize, but so let's take a look at this. So when we talk about traits of money, traits of stable coins, why are we linking cryptocurrency to stable coins? They're fungible, portable, durable, secure. I'd like to just kind of draw your attention down here to this last portion of it. So this is really where everything's changed here, and this is my kind of gripe with the stablecoin system. They basically claim that the US dollar is the link that these stablecoins are pegged to, and what I know, actually studying precious metals, and I have this chart here that I go to use this with, what I know is that the dollar is really not that stable. As we all know, it has been losing purchasing power when compared to commodities now at a very increasing rate. And when we are linking cryptocurrencies to something that is losing purchasing power in the real world, I just don't understand how that's a viable solution. So what I did was take my background with precious metals and basically infuse this with cryptocurrency, and Algomint is allowing me to do that. Algomint, Michael Cotton, the team, Meld Gold, I highly encourage you guys to take a look at them. This is the chart that I brought up in the previous video that I did about this arbitrage. Let's just look at recent price action as far as purchasing power. When this chart goes up, it basically means that precious metals are increasing purchasing power over crypto, over Algorand. In this case, it's silver over Algorand. And for the last week or so, we've actually seen with the rise in the algo price over the last couple days, especially, we've seen that drop back down. So Algorand is catching up and bringing some purchasing power back here. But either way, if you know nothing about trading and you just look at a graph, this is a major arbitrage that we can do here. There's peaks, valleys, a huge range. I like volatility. Volatility is where you make money. I'm not interested in tying, stablecoin pairs, things like that. But this is this is just the most ironic thing to me. So what this linked pair does, the whole point of this video, I wanted to circle back to another YouTuber here too. Bitcoin MaxiPad did put out a video yesterday, it looks like 12 hours ago. I did watch it on Impermanent Loss. He goes into the numbers. He can show you if you want to see the specifics on stuff. I'm going to show you on a tiny chart here in just a moment. Basically, this is what we're doing is we are linking Algorand to what I believe personally to be one of the most stable coins that you could possibly get, which is in fact precious metals, specifically gold, MCAU. And what we're doing is we're doing an arbitrage with this. And I put this out here, this impermanent loss thing. I think a lot of people get scared when they hear it. It is kind of a fancy word for really what it is. But just and this is just saying impermanent loss basically occurs when the value of one asset increases to the relation to the other. So what we can see here is even if one of the assets increase, say 500%, your cap on impermanent loss there is really only 25%. But let's go to a chart here to make this make more sense. So currently this is the chart of Meld Gold MCAU. This is on Tiny Charts. And it is currently a ratio or a trading value of 1 to 82. So for 1 MCAU, you can get 82 Algorand. Using this impermanent loss trading strategy, if you notice on this chart here, you should see 3 peaks. These have all occurred here within this month. Basically, if we just kind of on this timeline go here, March 15th, looks like it was trading at about 86, and then during the day when that opened up, it went up to 182. There was their high. So on the 18th, looks like the day before here was trading right around 80 Algorand, and during the day there opened up to a high of 169 and closed at 102. And on the 20th, it looks like day before it was trading right around 85 or 84.68 algo. The day of, it actually shot up to 182 and closed at 167. What does that mean? These are peaks. These are major arbitrage things. What is that? That is 86 Algorand to 167 Algorand in a day. That's a 97% increase in the amount of Algorand. You doubled your Algorand almost in a day by linking it with something that not only maintains but appreciates against algo. It is a commodity. It's gold. You are not going to see these types of arbitrage opportunities with stablecoins. They were not set up to do that. The only thing that I would say on Bitcoin, your perspective on that Bitcoin MaxiPad is that I do think that actually we need better projects. We don't need meme coins so much, but we need maybe commodity type things. We need more of these wrapped things. We need to be able to wrap value for value, and that's what this MCAU-ALGO arbitrage is. It's wrapping the value of gold, arbitraging Algorand. I have physical precious metals, so I'm not trying to get into that argument right now. Have your own, you don't have your own keys, you don't have it, you don't hold it, you don't own it. It's kind of all the same thing. It's just analog versus digital, in my opinion. This is merely, I utilize Meld Gold merely as a trading tool, and it is so fortunate that we do have something available like this to us on Algorand that is linked to a commodity like this. And we have powerful data that does show that there's an opportunity here. I don't know. It seems very clear to me that we do have that going on. So let's just do one last thing here. I wanted to show you just some of these pools that you can do this in. These are on all three of the major dexes right now. PactFi, Tinyman, AlgoFi, all that good stuff. There's the MCAU. Meld Silver does have an ASA, but it is not out yet. You can't purchase it or swap for it on any of the markets. So that's still a little bit premature here. But this is really my whole thing. I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on this arbitrage opportunity, kind of make fun of stablecoins a little bit, and just let you guys know that this is an excellent opportunity that's there. Don't be afraid of a permanent loss. Use it to your advantage. Use what we know about exchanging value for value. In the future, I do anticipate not only Meld Gold to go up, but also Algorand to go up. The key here is that I do believe the precious metals will outpace in terms of purchasing power. Keep in mind the tokenomics of Algorand. It was not designed to be a moon currency. It was designed to be a transactional currency. This is a layer 1 blockchain. It's a network currency. It does extremely well with being super fast. 42,000 transactions per second and less than a 4 second average transaction time. Super low fees makes this Algorand platform extremely valuable and useful and good to do any kind of transacting or trading on. So I hope that this perspective kind of showed you or at least gave you a different way to think about things. Don't run away from volatility. Acknowledge it, understand how it's moving, understand how this MCAU increased its purchasing power 97% in a day over Algorand, thus doubling the Algorand position there. It's good stuff, guys. I hope this was valuable. If you like it, please obviously like it. Feel free to share if you have somebody that you would like to share this with. And until next time, guys, have a good one.